Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if my head is being cut off here. Maybe. This is mad. Right, why am I on here? I am on here because I want to talk about this incredible congress that I've just been on. I have just been on a congress called Money in Business, and I was sent it by one of the speakers on my summit. And I went into it and I was like, oh God, it's 240 euros. I don't have 240 euros at the moment. And then I saw that there was a sponsorship set up where some people were sponsoring those who had less. And at the time I had less. So I applied for the sponsorship scheme and I was very generously donated a space on the Congress. So I went to the Congress and there were incredible and wonderful, beautiful, light, kind, heart-centered people. The number of times I saw people put their hands on their chest across their heart space was quite phenomenal. There was such a lot of love and such a lot of kindness, and it really began to feel like this can actually be done. We can. In fact, they have a currency where they are creating money out of love. So you do something you love and you earn credit. Mad. If you want to know more about that, please pop a comment in. I mean, it's a big thing, and I would know where to send you. I can tell you more about it. Reach out to me and I'll tell you more about it. It's a massive thing. But other things that were going on the Congress were that they used the body. They used the body to embody the things that were being talked about. We have all this stuff out in the ether, but actually sometimes we just need to bring it into the body. So I did that. My body said, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. Or was it my guides? Was it my intuition? Something told me that I needed to bring that into the body. There was all this wonderful heart connection. It was the slickest thing. I mean, I haven't been to many online congresses, to be fair, but it was like a military operation. Everything was so brilliantly organized, and I have told the team how amazing I thought they were, but yet again, I tell the team how amazing you all were. The guy who was the source of this amazing creation is a man called Peter Koenig. And Peter was described by one of his hosts, one of his team, as always being in love. And he shares his work out. There's no sense of competition. It's like, if you understand the work, then please use it in the world. And Peter has a system for healing money wounds. I did some work a little bit on some of my own money wounds because it's an ongoing thing. This personal development, there isn't actually a destination. It's a lifetime's thing. So Peter talks, and he did the closing speech, and he talked about, what if love were the driver of our economy? What would that actually look like? There'd be no weapons industry. Who'd we need a weapons industry when we all loved each other? We wouldn't need to be killing each other. And all of that money that's being used in the weapons industries around the world could be used to regenerate the planet. What a fantastic concept. Do you know that currently only about 20% of people love what they do? 20%. And I have a theory that because so many people are working from home due to COVID, that is actually going to get more crunchy. People, when we bring what we don't like into the place where we love and where our families are, that can't possibly feel good. And so I believe that we're ready to break down that system of people not loving what they do. And Peter's ambition is that by the 1st of July 2026, and I did end up in a breakout room with him, which was a little gift from the benevolent universe to me. And I said, why that date? Anyway, there was a significance to that date. But his ambition is that 81% of people love what they do by that date, when it's currently only 20%. And I think, what a wonderful ambition. So we would have more care for the planet that we live on. If we're coming from love, of course, we're going to be taking care of each other and we're going to be taking care of the planet. It was a really, really thought-provoking and heart-provoking and heart-warming experience to be with these people. Peter's original idea was to have 100,000 people at the Congress. There were a few fewer than that. But the more we talk about that, the more we let that possibility into our hearts, the more it becomes real. It's just a choice. You know, the choices that we make around money are just those. They are just choices. And in fact, if you just do something really simple, which is just switch out the word money, which has a lot of, you know, it can be quite triggering or illuminating, as a friend of mine likes to say. If you just literally take that word out, and whenever you're about to say the M word, put in the L word instead. Say love. So I have love in my purse. Do you need love for that? For that bag of flour that you're going to buy? Whatever it is, just start to move that word, which is so much more gentle. Can you feel the difference? I can feel the difference in just saying those words. Do you need some love to buy that? Do you need some love to buy that flour with, darling? Or do you need some money to buy some? I mean, it's just, they're just the same thing. We can do this. We just all need to do it. It needs to not be a few people. It needs to gather momentum. So I was very inspired by what I saw, and I am going to be an ambassador. Not exactly sure how. Yesterday, everything finished yesterday, but for me, that was actually the start of something. So there will be more. I've been talking about money for 2 years. I'm being trained in a workshop called Meeting the Mystery of Money, which is a very shamanic kind of a workshop. And it's everything. We all carry a lot of pain from this lifetime, from previous lifetimes. And that's okay. You know, we're not that far from the Second World War and the Depression and everything that came with that. So it's very understandable that it's deep inside us, but we can make different choices. We really can make different choices. And we all know we're at a tipping point. We all know that COVID has provided us with this opportunity to take stock, stop what we're doing, and reassess what we have been doing and how we can do it better in the future. So as I say, if you want to know about this incredible currency that is actually in creation, it's being made as I speak, pop a comment below, and I will reach out and we can have a chat about what that actually means. Would you like to be creating your own currency out of love? I know I would. I'm signing up to it. So actually you might be able to, that might be something I'll do. You can watch my journey as I do the thing that I love. Okay. Yeah, keep watching this space. And the other thing, by the way, that's coming through really strongly from the people that I follow is water. I know that sounds a little bit random, gone from money to water, but water is the absolute basis of our lives. You know, we're 80% water. And you've probably heard of Dr. Emoto's crystals that he shouted at. He shouted at water. And he had one glass of water that he shouted at and one glass of water that he sent love to and spoke sweetly to. And then he froze the water and he took images of the crystals that were formed. And the crystals that were formed in the water that was shouted at were ugly and really not formed. They were kind of all squidgy and they'd had no form. The ones that were sent love were things of incredible beauty. And last week, a friend of mine we were doing a little workshop and she had us bless the water before we drank it. So we took it in both of our hands and we looked into the water and we closed our eyes and we sent love into the water. And then we drank the water. And what we were doing was drinking our own love. So hydrate your beautiful body with your own love. Put money and love together. Put love into your purse. Put love into your wallet. Put love into your credit card. Put love into what you do. Bring love into the world. We need love. Let love be the new currency.